I didn't really decide I wanted to start singing. We wrote songs basically with the intention of other people singing, and then Alex and I wanted to take a chance and do something more. But becoming a singer is like a very, very complicated thing to do. Young, we were so young when we thought that we knew how to love. Sorry, I had a lot of shit in my throat. If you can sing in the studio or sing at home, that's very different than singing on stage, especially in an arena. There's so much space in there and you're trying to hear yourself through your monitors. But it's hard when you're young.
But it's hard when you're young.
But it's hard when you're young.
That was better than when we ran into the studio.
Inspiration is a weird thing that we can find in weird places. And if today I told you that the lead singer of the Chainsmokers is one of my sole inspirations to start how to learn to sing, then people would call me crazy. I mean, if you look at his first performance, meaning that the time he performed Closer for the first time, and everyone bashed his voice, no one really liked him, everyone called him a garbage singer. But fast forward a few years, he's now singing and everyone kind of accepted him as a vocalist, and he's doing a pretty damn good job. So I guess he started to improve and learn to sing at a very later stage in his life, just like I am doing right now. You can literally see him taking lessons from vocal coaches to improve his voice.
But it's hard when you're young.
But it's hard when you're young.
But it's hard when you're young.
That was better than when we ran into the studio.
And this kind of shows us that it isn't always challenge. With hard work, anyone can become a good singer. I was a producer most of my life. I produced beats for other people, but when I tried to, like sing on my track, I sounded like trash. And so initially I did give up, but after seeing Chainsmokers perform so many times and seeing their singer develop over time, it kind of gave me that confidence to learn to sing, because I may be trash today, but in a few years I might be good enough to have my own voice in my own tracks.
What should I ain't got no. There's a signal coming through from a million miles away,
which is something that I'm aiming for, because looking for a vocalist for every single track you produce, it becomes a nightmare. So if possible, become your own singer. You don't have to be Madonna, you don't have to be the guy from Maroon 5. You just gotta hit those notes and you just gotta sing the song and make sure that it's in the scale and whatnot. And this is something that the lead singer of the Chainsmokers is doing exceptionally. If you compare his previous clip to the newer ones, you can definitely see the amount of growth that this person has went through. And of course, if you start as a singer and start singing in your own tracks, people are obviously gonna criticize you.
But then there's other moments like, oh my god, everybody hates me, where it's literally nails on a chalkboard bad. And Beach House, I just have to wonder what went into his head.
Even if you use pitch correction to get those notes, people are gonna be like, hey man, just quit, man, you can't do it, you don't have it in you. But at times you have to be your own supporter, and you have to start singing, and you have to learn how to sing. I am kind of an artist from Bangladesh, which is a country in South Asia, and I have this dream to get my songs to go international. But yeah, that's kind of like a crazy dream. Like how the Chainsmokers started, everyone kind of hated them, but now they're like this international band, this international star, this international artists that are continuously giving us hits after hits after hits, and also doing sessions, and also doing live shows, live singing, and getting awards and all that kind of stuff. And I think that they are reaching that point because Drew Taggart decided to work on his voice, decided to take risks, decided to get out of his comfort zone. I mean, I can only imagine uh, him being in the green room, being anxious about his voice, and the fact that he's gonna be singing to so many people, and if he goes off tune, people are gonna be like, "Hey, this guy shouldn't sing" and all that. But hey, yeah, it's his band, and he has the right to sing. He has the right to do whatever he wants. So yeah, it is kind of for the majority of the people, it is kind of weird that I see him as an inspiration to write my own songs, to sing my own songs, to produce my own songs. But it is what it is, and what can I say? This guy and his journey is something to see from start to wherever he's going. It's an amazing journey, and like Mike Shinoda said, that the journey is more important than the end or the start, and we can actually see that in the Chainsmokers songs, in their performance, and even in their interview. We can see this guy becoming more and more confident in his voice and in himself while he's performing and while he's doing interviews and whatnot. So I've been trying to do that too, and I've been getting a lot of praise and sometimes a lot of criticism. And I mean, yeah, for a guy from Bangladesh, it is not possible to go international, you know. But yeah, he's one of my sole inspiration for trying. And the Chainsmokers, thank you for existing, and thank you for inspiring me.